right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to The Pulse. We are at episode 10 from the quarantine version. Today we have a special guest with us all the way from the United States. But right now I'm just going to get the coaches online, and once we get them online, then we can actually start this whole live session.
Look who we have. Oh, welcome.
Thanks,
Mr. Abbas, how are you?
Well, everything's good. Thank you. How about you guys?
All right, so first of all, let's start off with a nice congratulations on this amazing time that you just got. And we were so excited here. Coach and I were always asking about you. Okay, طبعا Abbas, we're doing this in English because of Ilyas. Otherwise, I would do this in Arabic.
Yeah, it's fine.
By the way, it would be nice if you go for a while in Arabic, okay? At the end, you also want to promote the sport in your country, so feel free to go for a while in Arabic, okay? No problem at all.
Okay.
It's better, I believe.
For sure.
No problem.
Okay, listen. I prepared because I know you're busy and because it's Sunday and there's no training, I assume, there right now in Missouri, right? So you're very busy.
Saturday.
Busy not talking about swimming, yeah. You gotta get mentally off.
Yes. So what we're gonna say, I prepared some really fun questions that people would never ask. Okay. And basically, but has to do everything with sports. Okay. So So the first question I'm going to ask, okay, which is probably one of the toughest questions usually someone would ask an athlete, okay, is what do you believe is the greatest challenge most swimmers are facing in Kuwait?
Greatest challenge what in Kuwait?
What do you believe is the greatest challenge that most swimmers, okay, are facing here in Kuwait? What's the greatest challenge they're facing?
Well, like commitment. That's the thing. Like they don't commit. Like, what's the best like swimmer you guys have? Like attendance.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the average attendance? Yeah, what's the average attendance like?
92.
Okay, that's your team because everyone's happy. They're paying to come. But imagine you're not paying to come or not getting paid to come. Mm-hmm. Like I want to talk about national team level. Like attendance is 50-60%.
That's obviously not what we'd love to hear, Yani, when it comes to
of course,
being a national team swimmer, Yani, for sure it's not something that we'd love to hear.
Or even like a normal swimmer, like a club team swimmer, because at the end he's gonna swim a competition as well, and he's always want to go fast in any competition he races on, but he's not gonna go fast because he's not training. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. And something I noticed, and Ilyas, you've seen this also too, right? So when it comes to like these nationals, when we have nationals here in Kuwait, that's when you see a lot of the people just wanting to, you see all the supervisors, raising their phones and calling whatever swimmer is out there, okay, just so that they can cover the spot, Whereby if there was proper follow-up, okay, or let's say maybe, like Abbas,
motivation,
there was commitment, but then that's the point here, you look at motivation. Are they being motivated? And we talked about this before. We talked about this before in several meetings, and we said that one competition a year or two competitions a year will not motivate that person to continue. He'll just wait, and then 2 weeks before the competition, maybe he'll go and train a bit, okay, and try to get whatever point for his club. But if there was like this consistent league, okay, I think then you would see the attendance rate maybe go up.
Let's carry on with the.
But yes, that's for sure. That's for sure. The motivation is lacking from both sides. It's not just from the management side; it's also from the swimmer side. Like we go to a lot of training camps. We go to a lot of competitions, like outside of Kuwait as a national team level, and people don't show up to practice before training camp, and then they go to training camp for a month or so, and they expect to be at like top shape. Maybe you could have done that when you were 14, 15, but like
As you get older,
as you get older, like there's no way you can do that. Like once you hit 18, 19, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, true.
It's like you either swim, and the thing is in Kuwait, everyone peaks at like 17 or 18 years old. Because no one actually swam till 24, and they don't know if you go best times at 24 or at 18. Everyone's best time, if you ask in Kuwait, is going to be like, oh, I was 17, I was 18, maybe 19. So I'm 29 this year, and I just went best times in the 50 and the 100 and the 200 fly. And I don't train for the 2 fly. I only train for the 100.
Man, I was looking forward to a 159.
Listen. Okay, based on the 100, it should have been a 159. Yes.
Yeah,
but,
so based on the 100.
But hey, no, but listen, I did not start swimming butterfly until I was 18 years old. I was not a
Don't give
butterfly.
us this excuse. And
no, wait.
I was a breaststroker.
It's gonna build up. Wait, no. I did not do the 2 fly until I was 22 years old. And I never liked the event. I never trained for it, and I don't like training for it.
Nobody likes the 200.
But now until summer, I also stopped CrossFit. So it's coming.
I had more energy. Well, I did do CrossFit when I stopped swimming from in 2017 to 18. I did stop swimming, and I did CrossFit and weightlifting. That gave me a big background on what I'm doing right now. You know,
I have a question related to that, so we can go question by question because I like how this is developing. To be honest,
okay.
So my next question would be, how do you manage your athletic responsibilities? Okay. Now, why am I saying this? Is because we have a lot of kids out there, and also young kids in the national team. You know, that always complain like, oh, you know, I have exams, I can't come to practice. Oh, I have a lot of homework, I can't do practice. How do, you know, from you being, you know, now, inshallah, you know, being a 2-time Olympian, all right, how do you manage your athletic responsibilities with other responsibilities, recreational or non-recreational responsibilities?
Yeah, it's how everyone like takes it, but some people take their other responsibilities like more serious than the swim one. But if you want to be a great athlete, you got to take the swim one as much as you take the other ones serious. So everyone went in that stage. Like during high school, you wanted a good GPA, you cannot miss practice, and you cannot miss school. But everyone managed to do it back in the day. Nowadays, there's a lot of more distractions, you know, phones, video games. Like you can stay on a video game for like 8 hours, you're not going to get bored. We did not have video games a lot when I was younger. It was like you go out, you ride your bike, you know.
Elias had a Sega, I think, when you were younger, right, Elias?
Hey,
you used to play Mortal Kombat all the time.
I had one too.
You used to play Mortal Kombat, Elias, didn't you?
I don't even know the game.
Yeah, but like I said, you know, like they need to take it as serious as they take their other responsibilities. So like you cannot plan a dentist appointment during practice time.
Which is
you cannot say
sometimes,
you cannot say I have homework during practice time and you take a nap before practice, or during practice time you're napping and then you wake up and you be like, I didn't want to do homework and I'm tired, so I took a nap.
Right.
Like the excuses are always like they're stupid, you know, like they're not real like reasons not to come to practice. Actually, practice is going to help you during exam because you're not going to be thinking about school while you're swimming. It's a de-stressor for you. So you can go study at home. You take a little break. You don't have to do the 2-hour practice. You can do a 1-hour practice for 2 weeks during exams. But you need to show up every day. You need to not lose that feeling of the water, you know? If you skip a day or two when you're younger, it might not hurt much. But when you're older, 24, 25, you would lose the feeling of the water like in one day if you don't practice.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. And this is something that people don't understand sometimes when it comes when athletes are talking about this. You know, sports is not homework, appointments, like you just said, Abbas, cannot be used as an excuse to reach your goal, right? So everything, something that sports, something about being an athlete is the ability to manage your time correctly. All right, and this is something that all athletes tend to have is time management. They balance their schedules, they balance everything throughout their day. Okay, and this is why a lot of parents love to put their children in these individual sports because it teaches them that concept, the concept of
discipline.
Managing your time and discipline, and committing and as you just said, commitment is a prime factor, okay, to the development of a great athlete at the end. All right. So you're talking about that. There's a imagine that if you're going with the 10,000 hour rule, that means 8 years of your life, okay, is strictly committed. You're 100% committed 8 years of your life. Imagine that, huh? Morning, afternoon, morning.
Oh
afternoon,
yeah, of course.
Huh? Right. Yeah.
Of course.
All right. So now,
like if you go to any company in the U.S. to hire someone, and you have the same qualifications as a normal person, and if you just say I was a Division 1, Division 2 athlete, NCAA's, you're gonna get hired ahead of that guy.
And you know
because
why?
you have the qualities. You have the qualities.
Because
discipline, commitment, hard worker. It's just naturally in you because you're an athlete.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What do you think, Ilyas? Would you love to add something to this?
You said everything. You covered the topic very well. It's like the alphabet, like the A of the alphabet. Without this, it's impossible. Right, time management and everything can be possible. Time management, everything can be possible.
Yeah,
and since you have since you're Abu Alexandros, it's even harder for you because now you have children in the subject. And the time management has to be precise. Isn't that right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
I have a wife. I have the title, she has the kid.
All right, listen, the third question, okay? And I think this is something because the third question is more directed to show the children that, it's not always like a steady triangle going upwards, okay? So my third question would be, describe your worst performance and what did you learn from it?
I don't know a worst performance I've ever had because you don't remember the bad moments, you just remember the
bad experience. Like a bad experience instead of a bad.
I've had some bad meets because it was not because I wasn't physically ready, because mentally I wasn't ready. Example, 2015 World Champs.
Okay.
In Kazan. So it was my first World Championship. I don't know how old. Let's say 22 maybe.
All right.
22, 23 years old. I was started climbing the ladder, Mm-hmm. Before World Champs, I was 55-1, I think, in the 100 fly.
Okay.
And going to World Champs, I was training for a 53, not a 54. I was training 53. 53 was in my mind. 53. And they told us we're going to do 2 relays and 1 event. Okay. The first relay was the 4x100 freestyle on the first day. And I was going to lead off because I was the fastest guy. I wanted to lead off. I want to get a time, I would have gotten the 100 freestyle cut that year because I was really good at freestyle at the time. I did a 52-0, no taper, no shave, just like rested for 3 days. 52-0. So a 50.7 was like in reach, you know. And we shave the day before, and we go and we do the meet warm up, and then we get out while like we're putting on our racing suits. The coach comes in and he says, "We're not doing the relay." What do you
So that
mean
was
we're
like a
not?
bummer, basically.
Yeah. What do you mean we're not doing the relay? He says the supervisor didn't take the relay card early. You had to take it earlier at the time. Like you have the meet starts at 9, the card had to be delivered at 7:30.
So
And
it's
it wasn't
basically
delivered. It was gonna get delivered at 9.
Well, I remember hearing about that. You remember this story,
Yeah.
didn't you? Yeah. So I remember the story.
I know the story anyways.
And then we didn't swim that day. My 100 fly was on day 7, so a week later.
Oh man.
And I didn't race.
Yeah.
And the whole time it was like fighting with the coach, fighting with the supervisor, fighting with everyone else till my race, on the 7th day in the 100 fly. So I came, physically I was 100% at the time. Mentally, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I jump in, I do the first 50, as like planned. After the turn, I was just gone. Like I came back so much slower than what I should have gone. And then I ended up with a 54 3. I missed the B cut at the time by 0.15. And I didn't get to go 53 when I was like really ready for it.
Right. So if
Yeah,
you
I want to say that was like
what,
the most bad experience I've had.
but
My first world
like
championship.
you said something like in the world champs in 2015, the main issue you had was not being prepared mentally for it. So how did you learn from that? Like, what did you do to prepare yourself mentally before competitions? What
No,
did you like,
I believe he was ready. He lost it during the competition, right?
Yes. Distraction. Distraction.
So
during the
Distraction,
competition.
because he had it. He said, 53, I'm coming for this. So mentally, he was absolutely ready.
But during the meet,
Then,
there was a lot of distractions. And
during the meet,
I wasn't ready for that.
So people really don't understand these type of situations because they're, in these type of situations, usually what happens is, a small thing, so minor, like a supervisor not giving the relay card can destroy your whole meet. Imagine, right? So people don't get that sometimes, and they don't get it because they might not interpret it the way we interpret. Like, for example, like golfers and tennis players, if somebody cuffs during a match, he might miss a hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might ruin the whole game.
Yeah.
So that's why, to make sure that
even the commentator at like the golf, he's like whispering.
Of course, he's whispering, because he doesn't want to have any distractions.
They don't speak loud. Open another page after each race, another page. You think about
day.
Like one race at a time. Not even every day. Like if you race twice that day, once you finish the first event, it doesn't matter if you did good or bad. You need to think about the second event now. It's a whole different story.
And this is something we tell our kids all the time, Ilyas, when they have a bad event, all right, just forget about it and focus on the next one. All right, learn from your mistakes. Okay, whatever you did wrong, you didn't do the turn right. You didn't focus on the start. The start was too fast or something like that. Just forget about it. Focus on the next one, so it doesn't ruin your whole meet.
It's a two-way street though as well. Even if you have a very good race, and then you're just going to the other race, like you didn't warm down, you were talking to everyone, you're super excited, and then your second race is not going to be good because you didn't do
Right.
what you're supposed to do between events. So
Or
it's a two-way
mistakes.
street.
You lose your concentration.
Exactly. It's a two-way street. You got to stay focused the whole meet. You can't let
Because-
anything distract you.
What if you have a 400 freestyle, you do well, and then 50 freestyle, you mess up your start.
Yeah. See, exactly.
Now
Like,
the start is important.
yeah.
But can I ask him something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we swam together, okay, and we commented on this ritual that Dressel has. You remember in Korea?
Yeah.
You know, always,
The praying,
the ritual
yeah.
has. Yeah. Do you have a word? I never asked you. Do you have a word before a race or like something special? No need to reveal it. Keep it secret if you want, private.
I do. I say something before a race, yes. And I have like a little ritual. I like to take a little bit of water from the pool, like drink it 3 times, not actual drink it, just like put it in my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I take a
Gargles,
little bit
gargles,
and like I rub it on myself. Yeah.
What, you just like
and
spit
then
it
I
in
like
your hand
rub
and
a
then
little
rub on
water
yourself? Well,
myself.
you shouldn't, yeah.
Yeah. Like
You
little
spit the water in your hand and then you rub it on yourself.
No. I take water.
The eye of the tiger.
Yeah. So
The eye of the tiger in the.
it's something I've been doing and it works. So like everyone has like a ritual, you know? Like every athlete, not just swimmer, every athlete has a ritual from the day he wakes up to his race.
Well, yeah, of course. And you hear rituals like who was it? Which swimmer did we talk about last time, Elias, with his ritual? What, Chad Leclos? Did we talk about Chad Leclos' ritual?
No, I don't think so. Was it? No.
There was one guy we talked about his rituals.
Look, the biggest is Dressel. He takes most of the time.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Because he like does a lot of
Alright.
praying and he doesn't
Yeah.
like he prays and he has like a little like bandana. He holds it and
He's the Tom Brady of swimming, basically.
Hey,
Rituals.
Phelps did the same. He made everyone wait for him. It's
Yeah,
like
true.
it's a power move. It's a power move. You know, I have to say it's a power move. It's like you gain the
All right.
respect of everyone else before the race. You know, like which he does. He's in lane 4. He's in lane 4, so you can do whatever you want at lane 4.
So let's go with this next question. All right. So because a lot of kids, they don't know what it means, what the real struggles of a swimmer lifestyle is. Huh? So what I want you to do is if you could just, describe to us what your daily routine looks like, as an athlete. What's Abbas's daily routine right now?
Well, it depends. Was it when I was a student in high school, college, or work, or right now?
Well, what do you think, Elias? Should we do like when I was in high school? So
I can rephrase the question.
okay.
What would you rather be doing right now, okay, rather than standing here with us answering the questions?
Well,
That has nothing to do with the question. You went from
I said I will
routine to what
rephrase
you
it.
do right
I will
now.
rephrase it.
He changed the whole thing.
I rephrased it.
Yeah.
All right.
To see the
Okay,
routine.
You can
okay,
choose it
let's-
like
no.
a part of
What
like
does
my
it-
life. I can tell you how it was.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it, and because a lot of people don't know how much
Younger
work you
age.
put into it.
Younger age.
Yeah, a lot of kids do not believe how much work is necessary to reach a level that you are in right now. So let's describe to them what a typical daily routine of an athlete looks like.
Like a professional one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's describe.
So most practices are gonna be early in the morning. Let's say 6 or 7. So
Okay.
you're gonna wake up at 5:15. If it's like 6 or at 7, you're 6:15. Well, let's go with 7. I'm swimming at 7 right now, so let's talk about 7. So practice at 7 to 9. Then I come home, eat breakfast, and then we do a dry land, like a Zoom dry land.
So
That-
dry land, we'll explain it to people that are watching us. Dry land means, out of the water exercises. It could be core, it could be Pilates, it could
Body
be
weights, any body weight workout.
stretch. All right. And you're doing
Yeah.
this with Zoom right now, okay?
Yes, so that goes from 10 to 11.
10 to 11.
Yes.
Okay, so you just had
And then-
breakfast, and then an hour later you have dry land.
Exactly. Then
All right.
I take a nap for an hour or so.
Okay.
I wake
All
up,
right.
I eat lunch around 12 or 1,
All right.
and then we go to practice again at 3.
At 3.
At 3, we're in the water. 3 to like 4:30. But
Okay.
by the time you get out of the pool and stuff, it's 5.
Okay.
Then you come home, you eat a little snack, you stretch, you eat dinner, and then you go to bed, start again.
And let's inform people that this looks like how many days of the week? This is your routine.
6 days a week.
6 days a week. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want everybody to imagine, all right, 6 days a week for 8 years in front. This is a lifestyle of somebody that wants to reach a high level.
Exactly.
How
yeah.
would you look at?
Once you reach a high level, don't scare people, like
Exactly,
they will
yes.
not do this at the age of 13, 14,
No,
Yes.
no.
15.
Listen, we don't do that with kids, so we're not going with with kids here. All right?
Because we also talked about time management with, academics.
Yes, of
Right,
course.
absolutely. But this is honestly what it takes, huh?
Yes.
If you want to reach a high level, this is what it takes. This is the sacrifice that Abbas is doing right now to reach the level that he wants to be known as an Olympian. This is the Olympian level, right?
Exactly.
And this is what it takes. So there's no question about it. It takes commitment. It takes perseverance. Okay, there's a lot of sacrifice involved. Okay, and imagine you are in your own isolated world, huh? Where you can't let anyone interfere with these rituals that you have, in order for you to reach that high level. All right, but this is that. So what's next, Abbas? So what's next for you?
Well, I have a competition in a couple of weeks in Puerto Rico.
Oh man, look! You can see the jealousy in my face right now. And you can see Elias's face turning red.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking Mykonos right now in his head.
No,
Yeah,
maybe that was the answer on my question.
Puerto Rico, yeah. So it's gonna be in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be my second try. Like you guys know, I went 53.7, 74. That was a new Kuwaiti record, but it wasn't the B cut for the Olympics. I missed it by 0.22.
But it's a big cut for the World Championship.
It is for next year, but
For the next
Like
year,
I
World
said-
Championship is a big cut.
like I said, I like to take it one thing at a time. So Olympics.
No, but
first.
it's a goal. It's a goal
It is,
that has
it
been
is.
reached.
It's a long-term goal. But like I said, so yeah, we're preparing to get the B cut in a couple of weeks, to go 0.22
right.
faster or more.
And
I wouldn't
we
mind
have-
saying more, but
And Ahna, we have tremendous faith in your abilities, Abbas, and we're so proud of what you achieved. Yani, words cannot describe me and Ilyas how proud we are of you reaching this level, huh? And you reaching your goals, because we know for a fact, okay, when you were with us training, we know for a fact, what your goals were, all right, and where you wanted to reach, and we're so proud that you were able to reach those goals, despite all the hardship of the pandemic, the locations closing down, the sports stopping, all these facts, encompassed in one year, and you were able to overcome them, and with God's grace, get this time, Dad. So we were extremely proud of how you reached this level.
I appreciate the support, and you guys were always there. Like when I stopped swimming, and then I wanted to get back into it again. You guys were there. You guys were the first people to like offer me help and training, like for free, you know. And
You are the most committed athlete, so
I wasn't at the
by
time,
far.
but yes, I wasn't at the time in the
But you
beginning.
became.
I did.
You
I did.
became. That
I
means
got
you
back
want it.
into. I got back into it, and I wouldn't be like where I am right now if it wasn't like for you guys' help and a lot of people help as well. It's not. It's
Well,
not
to
a.
be
It's not. It's a team effort. You know. At the end, it's a team effort. It's never one guy doing it by himself.
to be honest, exactly. To be honest, I also want to mention to the people out there, okay, that there's also somebody else in the background that's always supporting you, and your eldest brother Zain.
Yes,
All
of
right, and I
course.
know he's Zain is a very close friend of ours. He's always been a very close friend of mine. All right, and I see, and you know, if you want to look at Abbas as a movie, you know, Zain is always on his right side, and always the one pushing him, and always the one, you know, going behind and dealing with the politics sometimes. He's
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
here. I would love to, if there was a fourth screen right now, it would be your brother, okay? But I also have to give a lot of credit to him, you know?
Yeah. Me too. Of
And
course.
like you said, you know, it is a team thing, you know, from coach to you to the environment to everybody in it trying to support. And alhamdulillah, you know, for us to see you reach that level, and we hope, inshallah, you get that B cut, and it'll make us even prouder than what we are today.
Hey, I guarantee you one thing. It's happening. That's the
Yeah,
thing. It's happening.
you see, look, this is confidence talking. This is what
Yeah.
you
There
get
we
from
go.
sports. This is what you get from sports.
Yeah.
You get a lot of
Exactly.
confidence.
Exactly. Hey, a lot of people
Make
back it
sure
up.
you don't have relays.
No, there's no relays. Don't worry. No relays. It's
All right,
just
listen.
me.
So
It's just
anyway, we'll be. It's great to have you guys.